honestly, if you're like an antisocial, get on a podcast. Like, it'll open you up, because he used to be an introvert. Now he's an advert.
Yeah,
I'm slowly pushing him over the cross line, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Two Latin Brothers podcast, a podcast where we talk about entertainment and our daily lives. I'm Victor.
Nah, I'm Adrian.
And wow, it feels good to be back in the studio.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're back in the studio. We were just talking, like right before we hit the record button, I was saying how this almost feels nostalgic. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's been, I don't know, like maybe 6 months.
I want to say like almost 6 months. I don't know. I'd have to check.
Yeah.
This thing's already falling. Like it's already falling.
Yeah. See, I knew that was a mistake for you.
We got back into the stew, and already we're falling apart here. Let me just like adjust. Let me just adjust. Then I'll like slightly lean.
This is Adrian failing at life. And if you don't see this,
okay, there you go.
He was failing with his pop filter.
I just won't touch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back in the studio. We got Pikachu back with us.
We do have Pikachu back with us.
Because he's been in the studio too. Okay, also you're watching this either on the 2nd of January or the 1st of January.
I don't know why you had to address that.
I'm just saying.
Either way, Happy New Year.
That was what I was going to say. I was going to be like, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
If you're seeing this right now, it just means that we wrapped up in the new year.
Yeah, we did. There's quite a bit we have to talk about.
There's a lot we have to talk about and not that much time, so maybe just jump right into it.
Okay, so the podcast. What we're doing with the podcast. You may be thinking they haven't changed the setup of the studio.
Yeah.
Because if you've known us for quite some time, you know that we change the studio setup every so often.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we only did it twice.
For those who know me closely,
I mean, okay, we changed the setup, but like, we definitely, I mean, there was a time we were recording in here on park chairs over a tarp.
Yep, that did happen.
Yeah.
But circling back.
Yeah, sorry.
We've done a lot with this podcast. We have an absurd amount of curation.
Yeah.
So much. Funny moments.
Yeah.
We talked about treason.
Yeah.
We talked with the musician.
Yeah.
We've done so much. And you may be thinking, why does this feel like a goodbye?
Yeah.
It's because it kind of is. It's not the end of the Two Latin Brothers. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But we're taking a pivot. What we're doing is we're working on a project. Hopefully a very big project soon.
Yeah, we've been, I mean, I feel like we've been hinting at it for a while now, actually. Probably since like the beginning of this season.
Yeah.
We've hinted how we had a lot of stuff in the works, how we've had stuff coming, how we've been plotting in the background, and then you started September. In September, I want to say in the summer. Mm-hmm. In the summer, we had like a proper discussion about it, and we got real about it. Mm-hmm. We started looking at the budget. We started like breaking things down and how it would work, and then September just came in, and I started working. You started working. It got
busy.
It got so busy. In fact, actually before that we got so busy we stopped doing podcasts every week.
Yeah.
And then in August we took a hiatus. We went on a trip. We said we'd drop a vlog for that, and then we never did.
Yeah.
Because obviously, again, we've been just so busy, and I don't know if that'll ever come out because we've just been
busy.
Yeah.
So here's the plan right now. We just talked about this.
Yeah, literally.
So the plan for right now is the podcast will continue. Now, here's the thing. We might not even call it an episode. Well, we'll just call it whatever we feel like calling it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have our own episodes. Maybe we might even drop a vlog if we feel like it.
Yeah.
So there is no consistent schedule for now.
Yep.
for now. We don't want to say goodbye just yet. We're using this medium platform to do something else.
Yeah.
So just be patient with us.
Yeah, we've had a lot of like behind the scenes serious discussions about certain stuff.
Yeah.
And just like the way we want, because I mean the only real way to say this is we want to make this our job.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. We want to make this our job because we've had fun doing it. Mm-hmm. But we've also realized that there's been, I don't want to say like a deterioration in quality, because I will say that there has been a deterioration in quality of our content.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because there was a time where our content was like peak. Like I remember, this isn't even that well edited right now. As you're hearing this, I probably ran like 2 filters on this audio and then hit render. Like if I'm being like, because there was a time where I was spending 3-4 hours editing audio, and then color grading, and then rendering out. The time is running out on me. It's sad to say, but it is what it is. And doing this every week, became a challenge for both of us, especially because Victor got into school and school's busy, and that's life. And I actually, when I was in college doing it, Victor saw me struggling. Like there were times where we would, especially when
the other benefit was not only were you like you were busy, but I wasn't busy.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
And now we've reached a point in our lives where we're both busy.
Right. Yeah.
So we can't ever guarantee a good episode of the podcast throughout this duration. But what we can do, since we can take our time with anything that we do want to create, is know that it probably will have a good thumbnail.
Right.
And it will have some good edited audio.
For sure, yeah.
So basically, because we're working on something bigger, and it might not be on this channel, per se. We're still
like figuring out like all the things,
because we have to see
all the details,
reactions, of like other data.
Yeah. So right now we're kind of like in that, I guess, transitional phase, I guess you could say, where we're trying to see how things plan out, how things work. We're also kind of in the state where we both kind of came to the agreement, like in the new year, we were like, I was like, we won't even be like, we'll be lucky if we'll be able to drop an episode like every 2 weeks, the way we had initially planned to do it. And then I remember you said, well, I'm going to be doing co-op, and I go, all right. And then I'm like, I'm still going to be working. That changes absolutely nothing for me. And then you go, right. I'm like, and for me, because of the way my job works, sometimes I'm working 11 hours, right? So I don't have exactly like a fixed schedule. So it just, some days like I'm doing a lot, and some days I get home and I don't want to even look at him. I was like, I want to pass out. And it's happened. And we've tried to do other things with the fam, and I've fallen asleep, just like straight up fallen asleep. So it's been interesting to see that play out. But
everyone's been saying this isn't their year. This isn't their year. A lot of things are happening in this world, and what we want to bring to the world is a sense of a break.
Yeah,
a sense of I can sit back, relax, have a laugh.
Yeah. So we've discussed of doing stuff and all that jazz, but I feel like it is kind of like bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because it kind of feels like the end of an era.
It is the end of an era. It's like the journal arc.
Yeah.
For those of you who are really in tune with the podcast, you guys know that the journal arc is us in COVID and expressing how we felt during that time.
And week to week, it was, and there are some really hidden gems in there. Actually, there's one episode where I talk about when I carried you for the first time as a baby.
Oh, yeah. We have very
and I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably play that audio, like when you get married or something, because they're like, I say some stuff about you that, like, when I was listening back to it, I'm like, man, I was so heartfelt in that episode, like, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But and some of it, because we had like no content, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like some of the things we expressed in that time was just crazy. And obviously, we always try to keep it lighthearted. It's not always like, depressed, like instant like sadness and depression, but it's definitely, we definitely try to keep it lighthearted and crack a joke here and there. And Just yeah.
So there's a lot in the works. If anything, if you do see us back here, it'll probably be an update video.
Yeah.
Telling you wait for something or something is coming.
Yeah.
Basically this again.
Yeah.
But with a bit more details because we'll have more finalized.
Yeah, we'll have more
details.
concretes.
We'll basically use this as a follow us through a journey, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what much to say, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because it's hard to talk about it without actually talking about it.
Yeah. Because nothing's finalized.
Yeah,
we could scrap it and restart and just take the fundamentals of the budget.
Well, I would look at the but definitely I think, apart from all of this,
Yeah.
I think we definitely have all.
I mean,
all this
I've
stuff.
grown up here.
Yeah, you've started adult life on the podcast.
Oh yeah. I went through all of high school.
Yeah.
I'm on my last semester
of college. You're going to start your last semester of college.
Yeah.
On the podcast. You've had a podcast that long.
Yeah.
So it definitely is. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, we got a sombrero on Pikachu.
Yep. That's a reference to the vlog that never came.
That's a reference to the vlog that never came. That'll be the forgotten vlog, guys. That's what that'll be. But definitely for sure. We do have other stuff planned.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking
we obviously haven't discussed this.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can discuss this right now. Here we go. Let's do this. I don't know if you've thought about, because you won't have that busy of a schedule anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're thinking of like maybe hopping back on Twitch, or if you even consider that. Like, I don't know because I was doing the whole YouTube thing with the Minecraft stuff, and I don't know if I'll, to be honest, I like, all I can say right now is like, go follow me on Instagram. I can't even link it because apparently YouTube changes linking things. So, I'm just going to put like the thingy here. Yeah. I'll put his over there. Because I can't even, Yep. So we stopped uploading the consistency, so we lost the ability to add links to our videos.
Yeah.
And so for all those people that I used to link, I'm sorry, I can't link anymore. You're gonna
have to go on a browser, copy paste.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, but in previous episodes, you can definitely see all the links that are there.
Yep.
I just can't link it right now for whatever reason. YouTube being YouTube.
Yep.
But I definitely I would say like follow us on our Instagrams. I feel like we'll probably end up being more consistent on Instagram.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking about doing is, to be honest with you, what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is I'm gonna start from zero.
Yeah.
Like straight up start from zero.
Yeah.
Fresh Instagram.
All right.
And then just build a curation of who I am.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be for fun. That'll just be for fun.
Yeah.
And if you want more insight about me, that's basically where you'll just be able to find stuff.
Yeah. So maybe go follow the Instagram I just put on the screen.
Yeah.
And he'll like post there the new Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the bio or something.
I don't know when that's gonna happen, but just like stay tuned for that.
Meanwhile, I'm like over here, like I'm thinking of like scrapping my entire YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And just doing something completely different.
What I was thinking is, since I'm doing so much in my co-op.
Yeah.
And I'm meeting so many people.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking I might start doing vlogs.
Yeah.
Because I'll have all the equipment to do it on me all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do that and then dump them on like
yeah, but here's my other issue too. It's like, do I even have the time to edit something like that?
Yeah, no, I know. This is hence why I'm telling you I'm gonna scrap my YouTube, and I'm just gonna start, like, I was thinking of doing like small like vlogs where I just talk to the camera about
anything
and everything.
Honestly,
like just thoughts.
What you could do, and this is just thinking out loud, right?
Right. Yeah.
This is just us thinking future.
Yeah.
You use your education. You can use your literally your education,
right,
to give a social worker's perspective.
True. Yeah, I could.
It could just be like I don't know it could literally just be like shower thoughts that I think could help you.
Right. Yeah. No. And I have like a bunch of stuff like that where like something sometimes I get very epilogue-ish.
Yeah. I was also considering
like also because like I was also thinking of using subscribing my YouTube and then just doing like book updates.
Yeah.
Because
you know what I was actually I actually thought about this one for you.
Yeah.
The whole creative process.
Yeah.
Of like you writing.
Yeah.
Uploading that TikTok.
As a TikTok.
I could, dude,
the way my creative process is so complicated.
That's why,
like, it's
like, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Part 1 of 105.
Like,
and in the editing,
yeah.
it's literally basically half of it's already automated because it's like what captions.
Yeah.
And then like read this with me. That's it.
Yeah, no, and like, or like, and the other thing too, it's just like all the books I've read, of like mythological stuff of like books I've read and just like things I've had, like research I've done, and just like it's absurd, like it's a lot of, it's so time consuming, and that's the other thing too. Like I've gotten to the point now where I'm literally going out and like jumping on Amazon and looking for like the audiobook of like whatever textbook.
Yeah.
And then just listening to that, like on my way to work now.
Yeah,
that's how I'm like I'm shoving in time in my drives now, so I can keep absorbing more information, so I can keep writing, and it's crazy because I'm trying to keep it as authentic to the story, like the actual stories as possible.
Yeah,
with of course like obviously some tweaked elements, but I mean if like what is it recently, the Percy Jackson series started airing, and. I was like, thinking about, I'm like, this is like, there's like so much stuff here,
Yeah.
That's like, this is kind of like what's been done.
Yeah.
But not the way I plan to do it. And I'm like, it's cool, but like at the same time, like, there's like a hype building up around this kind of stuff. So let's see.
You know what you should do? The whole pen sword thing?
Yeah.
You should make it like a mechanical pencil.
No.
Just for the joke, and it's just like have the main character like walking through like a mythical shop or something like that. And be like, is that a mechanical pencil? And it'd be like, it turns into a weapon. And it'd just be like a quick like, it'd be like a reference to something
a reference
else.
to something else, but like just like an Easter egg for everybody. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's definitely there's definitely things, and obviously actually there's a
but like going back to the whole TikTok idea, because I know that there's a big market.
Yeah.
There's a huge market.
Yeah.
For books.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Okay, so I don't know.
No, listen.
Yeah.
There are 3 different types of videos.
Yeah.
That you could make.
Yeah.
Literally for your book.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Thoughts and ideas.
Yeah.
Creative thinking.
Yeah.
Updates.
Yeah. No, no, for sure. So
that's like that's like so much.
No,
content.
I know, and like if people knew how, like some of my chapters I've literally done on my phone.
Yeah.
Like and the thing. Okay, so the other thing too is like the way, like my writing process.
Yeah.
And even the thing I use to write.
That's thinking and ideas. See, that's a whole TikTok.
It makes no sense for anybody.
And you can make 15 parts.
Yeah, no, for sure, and definitely but
what I like about social media.
Yeah.
Is that it's just. You don't have to try.
Yeah.
You can just literally grab your phone, record.
Yeah, and go.
Talk.
Yeah.
Go into the editor.
For sure.
Caption the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe add like 1 or 2 cuts.
Yeah.
Literally 1 or 2 cuts because it's only going to be like, what, a minute max?
Yeah.
And you're done.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely like something I've thought about doing. I've also thought about like, just because of all the cool stuff I've learned, just doing like random episodes on like random like clip videos about like the other day I read about this and just because a lot
imagine us just messing around is what makes us
no because like no joke, bro, like a lot of mythologies are stories with like an actual lesson behind them.
Oh yeah.
Right. And it's obviously based on interpretation, but most of them generally have like the same consensus as to what it's about, right?
Yeah.
So I've definitely thought like some of these things, like it's kind of strange to say this, but some of the mythologies kind of go with today.
Yeah.
Because like they're very like surface level, like it's not too deep.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't too deep, and some of them are.
Yeah.
But almost all of it correlates to like now, or like how like just the human experience, shall we say? So there's definitely a lot of that, and so. Like sometimes I'll just sit there and think about it. I'm like, man, why is this such a deep cut?
Yeah.
You know? And then you're like, you think about it and you go, well, whoever came up with this story was trying to teach something to whoever was listening to it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
And so it's definitely a lot of those things. I was going to say we should probably take a short commercial break.
And we'll be back right after this.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Two Latin Brothers Podcast. You thought there wouldn't be a commercial, but there is. So make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll see you guys right now.
And we're back.
Yeah.
We're back. I'm like trying to get comfortable because I had to get up. All right.
Yeah, so that's your idea. My idea is small little vlogs, like little bite size. They don't have to be too long, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Just like a quick highlight. And that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I there's a lot of things I've thought about doing, but I don't know. I haven't had time to.
I'm just gonna play around with like all the mediums.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many. Like I've been working in social media and like reading up on social media and stuff like that. There's a lot of cool things that social media can do that I know how to do that I just don't do.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
just mess around,
just play with that.
Yeah. No, for sure. And obviously, I mean, I've we need more time is what we've concluded in this episode. But I definitely think it's been cool to see what we've done and how we think now.
Yeah.
When it comes to like all this stuff, like we're like just now, you guys just heard like us brainstorming stuff.
Yeah,
live
like, and that was so quick too. Like
so this is what business meetings are like for us. Like you guys got to kind of see that. That's what kind of what it's like. Like if we do this, right? And then obviously, right now it was just kind of like a spur of the moment thing, but I definitely think you should maybe look into doing whatever it is, and I will too. We'll see. I would say go follow me on Instagram again.
Yeah, because I honestly, what we need to do is like we need to build our individual selves online on one platform.
Yeah,
and it has to be what we want to do.
Yeah,
like what we like.
Yeah.
And that's what you do.
Yeah. So
because like it won't be like I'm going out of my way to do it.
For sure, yeah.
It'll be like I like this, so let me just film it,
right?
Or let me just record it.
Yeah, for sure. And so definitely, I think you go for it, and then I'll be over here, going for it. Yeah. In the same room. You record over there, and I'll record over here.
He'll probably make cameos.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be the one holding the camera sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's definitely been a whole thing. I don't know, bro. I feel like we should do the rest of this episode like the way we normally do.
So how was your day?
It's been good, bro. It's been good. We had people over, because it's New Year's and stuff.
It's been busy.
It's been busy.
It's a busy end of the year.
It's been busy. We had like two people, like two families.
We had two different families.
Back to back.
Family friends.
Yeah.
One of which we spent till midnight last night.
No, it was almost 1 when they left.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, to do the whole hooray, Happy New Year.
Yeah, for sure.
Know what I mean?
But yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I think we did a lot of Fortnite yesterday.
Yeah, we did with the visitors that we had.
Yeah, because but
that felt nice.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I played like that.
Yeah.
Like round after round after round. Oh my gosh.
Maybe we'll do a little bit more of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It felt good. Good. But definitely stuff, right? And I mean, I fell off so hard, man. Like like today I was okay. So for the probably nobody knows this.
For those of you who know, no one knows.
No. I'm realizing I don't think I've ever talked about this. I watch a lot of MXR plays.
Yeah.
And I was scrolling back today.
Yeah.
And I realized I haven't watched them since like the middle of December.
Wow.
So I've been like going back and just like, because if you scroll back, like you can go back all the way to like, I don't know, 2018. Mm-hmm. And I've seen every one of I have a red line under every single video in their thing because I've been watching them for forever. And so, and I realized today that I was like watching their latest video that came out literally like yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I realized I hadn't seen any of their other videos. I was like, oh man, I really fell off. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's strange to say I feel busy but not busy at the same time.
Yeah. It's because we're as of this moment, like it's been family time, because we're on our break.
Yeah.
Right. So it's been like family time this, family time that. Let's go out here. We got to go pick up this. You know?
We gotta do this. Gotta get this for when someone's coming over.
Yeah.
So like we're cramming in so much that like we're already busy Friday. We're already busy Wednesday, and we're already busy Friday, and we're probably
Wednesday.
Yeah, because in the afternoon we have the thing.
Oh yeah.
And then we're busy Friday because we've been invited.
Yeah.
Tomorrow in the afternoon.
Oh, and Tuesday.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going somewhere.
Tomorrow, oh my gosh.
And then we're probably going to be busy Saturday morning because of what we plan to do with
my goodness.
Yeah. So really, your only day off is like tomorrow morning. Thursday, I might be busy.
Actually, we both might be busy.
Why? What do you mean both?
Both of us.
No, just me.
Both of us.
No, just me.
Both of us. No.
If you want to do Friday, you got to do Friday like in the middle of the day.
Friday in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If you want to be busy Friday for both of us, you can be busy Friday for both of us.
Ugh.
But Thursday I might be busy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And like this is the thing, right? Like we're just cramming everything in. Like it's crazy. How you been, bro?
Well, I just
give us
busy.
The,
Let me tell you how I'm feeling. Let me treat you like a therapist when you're not.
Bro, I'm a social worker.
I'm feeling lonely. I've been alone.
Go get a girl. Need I say more? Need I say more? That joke is in there for like everybody who knows. Anyway, unbelievable. I can't believe we did that. Moving on.
Yes.
You were saying you feel.
I feel. Do I? I've been going through the motions. We just said that like earlier today.
Yeah.
No, I felt like the holiday season just like I blinked and it just went through.
It just ran through.
I just ran right through.
I mean, I was sick for most of it.
And then for New Year's, like I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But like it straight up did not feel like
it didn't hit as hard as normal.
it's like that. It's like that one scene.
Yeah.
From Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
In the New Year's where he finds like the old guy.
Yeah.
The old private who's like in the wheelchair.
Right.
And he's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Like he knows the New Year's came, but it's just like.
So what?
The calendar just reset, but that doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
All the issues in the world still moving on.
Yeah.
My life is still moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Thus the motions. I mean, but like. Besides that, I'm feeling pretty excited for the co-op that I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm being paid for that.
Yeah,
so that's exciting.
Cause you're working.
Yeah, cause I'm working. It'll also help fund what we're trying to do.
Right. Yeah.
Since it's only 20 hours a week, it's gonna give me the opportunity to also do other kinds of work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, like working on our idea.
Right.
As well as
maybe do some videos every now and
then. Yeah, as well as maybe also
build up your audience on your own.
Yeah, maybe
you know what this episode sounds like. If I'm being honest, it sounds like we're breaking up the podcast and going to go do our own things.
We have become One Direction.
we all chose a different direction.
We're starting a band. We're calling it Separate Directions.
Even the camera guy is going in a different direction.
You're welcome. No, but honestly, like I'm gonna try to not try. I'm going to.
Oh, you're going to. Okay.
I'm going to play around with the technology that we have.
Mm-hmm. I'm
gonna build a better radio demo.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one I have now kind of sucks, and I know I can be better.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also leave like those kinds of doors open.
Right. Yeah.
I'm also going to see how I can network within our city.
Right.
To see what other cool things we can do.
Right, yeah.
Because this isn't goodbye. Something's coming. And we need that networking book.
Yeah, okay, pronto. So like I think it's crazy that we were talking about this earlier. How it's crazy how we all know a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally we were talking about this literally at dinner, how there's always that one person who knows a guy, and then our dad goes, well, they both know people. And we were just sitting there like, yeah, it's like, and then
it's just like, honestly, guys, don't be afraid to just make conversation. Like, as shy as you'll be, and like as tomato you can become, if you just literally speak up, whether that be on issues, whether that be in your job, whether that be in your marriage, your relationships, your friendships.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just in life, if you
agree.
just straight up speak up and communicate, it's so much more beneficial than if you just sat there.
No, for sure. I mean, I definitely feel that communication is key. We've definitely talked about this before.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably in Ignazium.
Probably like 50 times by now.
Yeah,
if you guys didn't get the you know what? That was the whole point of this podcast. Communicate.
Yeah, communicate.
Because my brother and I, the reason we started this, because we weren't communicating enough.
Yeah, we weren't communicating enough, and then the podcast was.
Now we've become communication savants.
We over communicate. Actually, I was talking about this with our sister earlier. How, you know what happened on Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
The year change.
No, okay. Well, I mean, okay.
No, wait. No, wait.
The other thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I was telling my sister how I haven't even told you this, so I'm gonna tell you on the podcast.
Oh no.
How I was like figuring out the approach.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you know, I'm just gonna treat this like an episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was just like cracking jokes and all that, and it was kind of funny because I was thinking about how like.
Oh, you know what I realized? Something that you do.
Yeah.
When you're. And you don't do it with me.
Yeah.
But when you're talking to other people,
yeah,
you do this like interesting thing because it's like you're segueing.
Yeah.
Without segueing.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you'll go like this or you go like this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's interesting because it's just like I can't segue like I would on a podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm cutting here and thinking about my segue.
Yeah.
Let's continue. And you laugh while doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's because I was like at my podcast mode, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I'm like, he's trying to not be his podcast mode, but that's him being podcast.
Yeah. I was like, I need to cut right here.
Yeah. So it's just like you do like a little stumble laugh, but it just comes right back in. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. But that's me in public.
Yeah, that's him in public.
That's me in public.
Do I do any odd gestures when I'm in public? I feel like I get really quiet in public. Like I'm more of an observer.
Yeah.
And then talk when spoken to.
Yeah.
Or if I think of something quippy, I'll throw it out into the air.
Okay, so this is something that I realized that you do this. You're pretty quiet, and then like crack a joke when it's necessary. Yeah. And so I'm like this too, depending on the environment.
Yeah.
I'm like this too, and you've seen me like this.
Yeah,
I mean. We all kind of have our thing, but I definitely think that I tend to do that, but you do it more. Like you do it a lot more. Like you just like sit there and listen.
Yeah.
And like just watch.
Like I'm plotting something.
Yeah, like you're plotting something, and then the rest of us are just there holding the conversation. Yeah. But definitely, and sometimes like I notice you get like too quiet, and then I'm just the only one talking.
Yeah.
Then I'll look at you, and then you'll start talking.
No, because sometimes I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes my brain occupies something else.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I got to do? Like, because like my brain sometimes it's just like it's thinking about like 3 other things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna put that on pause, and I'll think about it later. Yeah. And then sometimes a bunch of people are talking, and I'm just like, what was that thing I put on pause?
Right, so
that's literally my brain.
And
if my brain could think out loud, that's literally. I'm just gonna put that on pause. That's not.
And I'm over here like thinking there's 4 people talking, and it's really just one person talking, and it's me.
And it's not like I'm not listening to you.
No, and then actually my boss was saying this, how she's like, when you talk to the kids, you talk a lot, and I go, I talk a lot, and she goes, yeah, you talk a lot, and I go, okay, look,
I'm a conversationalist.
Look, I'm a conversationalist. But if anything, I'm just trying to build a good rapport with the kids. Yeah. Like, cause for those who don't know, I work at a school, so it's one of those things.
But I also feel like I've kind of betrayed you in some manner.
Yeah.
Because sometimes.
Yeah.
You do talk too much.
No.
And here's why.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I cue you.
Yeah.
Up for something.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
But then, like. Because that's podcast,
Yeah.
I cue you up, we keep going.
Yeah.
You cue me, we keep going. I cue you, we keep going.
Yeah.
But like, in life now.
Yeah.
you don't even need a cue sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I cue you once, and that's it. That's all we need.
No, because
you can keep going.
No, it's because
and it's because you also feel like you can't have dead air.
I can't have dead air. And the problem, this isn't just like the issue. The issue too is like sometimes I'm with your friends.
Yeah.
And like I don't know your friends that well.
Yeah.
So like I feel like if we're just standing around like staring at each other,
it's kind of awkward.
Yeah. So like I can't have dead air, and then you'll like cue me up for something, so I'll start talking about it.
No, I feel like I'm super awkward. Sometimes like I'm just like super like if I say that right now, it just made it super awkward. I don't know why you did that. Like that's all your fault.
It's just so
that's
random.
all your fault. right there. That was you.
It's just I don't believe you.
Sometimes I can be super awkward.
Okay, but
and
what
earlier today,
yeah,
like one of the people at the table, she's like, "What are you doing now?" And like I was like in the process of swallowing,
yeah,
and then like I felt myself choking up a bit,
yeah,
and then I don't know about you, but I sounded like I was struggling to talk.
Yeah, we heard
like
that.
I was dying.
Yeah. No, I don't know if she heard.
And
this
then the
or,
rest of it, I was like, okay.
I don't know if you noticed. So like I was when when our sister started talking about her job and stuff and like her experience, I was just like, I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you, I like zoned out for like a solid 2 minutes, and when I jumped back in, all I heard was, and I was basically a social worker, and I was just like, what did I miss? Like I missed all the in between, and then I just heard like the tail end of it. I was basically a social worker. Like, wait, I'm the social worker. What is she saying?
Yeah, honestly, that's
I was so confused by it. I was just I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
crazy, man. Our lives are so interesting, which is why we have this.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, like people tell me like they're like I'm so boring. Like when we used to do like podcasts and stuff, like with people and stuff like that, to be like I'm so boring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you're not. You just don't know how to turn it into something interesting.
Yeah. So then we would like I think it was with Sir Paula, who he's so comfortable now talking. Actually, there'll be times where we'll meet up with Sir Paula. Yeah. He's like, I got great stories, like, but I'm gonna save for the podcast. And I'm like, and we literally just met up to like record the podcast, and he already wants to tell us. I'm like, he's like, actually, you know what? Save for the podcast. And I'm like, he's figured it out.
Yeah, like
because we had him on so much.
Honestly, if you're like an antisocial, get on a podcast. Like, it'll open you up. Because he used to be an introvert, now he's an advert. Yeah, I'm slowly pushing him over the cross line, but I don't know if I want to do that yet.
I don't know if I want to start feeding off other people.
Yeah, because that's just weird. All of y'all that do that, y'all are weird. You're like, oh my gosh, and I'm like,
no, you're weird. But you know what?
Like I need alone time. I need a hard reset.
But every month. I think it's funny how me and you, we both need our alone time.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's funny that when we both want our alone time, our sister doesn't want to be alone.
I know. Like sometimes I just want to lay in bed or stare into nothing and just like brain off. Yeah. Like it just feels so good.
You know what's crazy? Yeah. It's crazy to say this out loud, but most of my alone time now is in the shower.
That's odd. Because I enjoy the shower time too.
No, it's because I have no other time to be alone now.
Like I'm just like, because like, see, here's the other thing.
Like it's either me in the shower or in the car.
Yeah.
I'm never alone anymore.
Yeah, like because we're always spending time together.
Yeah.
Like we're all.
But if I'm not with you, I'm with somebody else, right? Like so, like it's crazy.
It like sometimes, the decompression. Yeah. Is like shared with somebody else. Yeah. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't even have to say anything to you. This is compressed. This is decompressing.
Yeah. Okay. You know what I've definitely noticed. What is there have been times where we'll be gaming together. Yeah. It's dead silent. Oh yeah. And sometimes we'll have music going. Yeah. And the only thing you can hear is the clicking, and the music. Yeah. And there's no game audio because we've got headphones on.
Well, I mean, sometimes you just get in the zone and you're like, this is so relaxing right now. Yeah. And it's so stressful, but like it's so relaxing. Yeah.
You're like, why is this guy so flipping cracked?
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, but like this is so nice.
It's definitely I mean, I think that's something
like
that you and
3 buildings fell, and I'm like, wow, this is so. I feel so good right now.
I know, but I definitely think it's something you and I have personally developed. Yeah. As like a skill. Yeah. It's definitely like a physical human skill we've developed.
For sure.
Because both our parents are extroverts.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that to a degree.
I mean, your mother hates being home.
Yeah.
She genuinely hates being home.
Yeah.
She's like, I need to go out. I can't be home.
Our sister's like that. Yeah. She wants to go out.
And our father,
not necessarily out with people, but she just doesn't like being home.
Yeah.
And in the city.
Yeah. And our father is kind of like that, but he likes hanging out with people.
Yeah.
So he's always like trying to get people to come to the
He
house.
doesn't want to do something. He doesn't want to do something crazy.
Yeah, but he just wants to be with people.
He just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
He's like, let's chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's why we always have like people in this house.
Yeah, I know.
So
this not kind of this room was under like reform.
Yeah.
And
we couldn't invite people over.
We couldn't invite people over for the longest time, and literally this room got cleaned up.
Actually, this room got kind of flooded.
It was flooded. It was flooded, and we talked about that in a previous episode when we recorded.
Yeah.
At the building of my college.
Yeah.
But that's not the point here. The point is, like, as soon as this room was okay,
Yeah.
society came in.
Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy if you really think about it. Like, we fixed the room and then just like boom, everybody's running.
Yeah, boom, people are here.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, this is how life was. Feels nice. I don't know if I can do this often, though.
I don't think I can do this much socializing.
I've grown as a person in these last 7 months.
I've been ignoring. No, you know what that I did miss though. We were talking about this, how much we missed our desks.
Oh yes,
because we don't have like a proper space to work.
Honestly, I feel 20% more productive, and I haven't even started doing work yet.
Same,
but I already feel 20% more productive.
I feel so much more productive. But
I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm like, even if I'm sitting down and I'm just playing a game.
Yeah,
I feel 20% more productive in that game.
Yeah,
like
20% more productive in the game.
Like, it's not like, because like there's other things I can do. But, like, as of right now, there's nothing much else for me to do right now. Like, work's on pause.
It's just so stupid the way you say it. I'm like, wait, 20% more productive in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's
no, you're right. Like, yesterday, I was showing the kids my Minecraft world.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a sec. I'm like, this took me, like, 4 days. I'm like, where did I find the time to do this?
Yeah. Like, because honestly, having a dedicated workspace.
Yeah.
Gives you more time to do
other
things.
Yeah.
So if you're 110% more active in the product and like in productivity because you have so realistically, let's say you get a 30% increase on productivity.
Right.
Just by giving yourself a space.
Yeah.
That means you're working 30% quicker, 30% stronger, and 30% faster. I know that just means quicker, and you jolted at it. You know what I mean? That just means quicker again.
You're the Flash.
But like having a productivity space, gives you the opportunity to finish projects and work quicker.
Like I was
telling you, having that extra time gives you more you time.
Because we didn't have like a proper space.
Yeah,
I've literally been typing out book chapters on my phone.
Yeah,
I finally have my keyboard back. Yeah. And I haven't typed a thing.
Because we're on holidays.
Yeah, I haven't typed a thing. Yeah. I finally got my keyboard back, and I haven't typed a thing.
Yeah, and there's other things we want to do as goals. How much time are we at there?
We have like 3 minutes.
Okay. So there's also like other things we got to get done, right?
Yeah.
So like for one, we got that COVID weight.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten that down. We're just living it.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Is the year we started recording is the year COVID started.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And I think if you look carefully, you can see us progressively gaining weight.
Yeah.
Throughout the video.
Yeah.
Like because actually no, we started recording in 2021. So right after COVID, we started recording.
Yeah.
And so we're already kind of overweight, and then it just kind of keeps going. It doesn't stop because we were still like in lockdown.
Yeah. So like, I was never in the greatest shape. So I can't say I'm getting back in shape. So like I'm getting in shape.
There was a time I was in a relatively good shape.
Yeah, same. But like I don't call that in shape because I was never happy with the status I was at. I was better.
I was pretty thin. There was actually in my childhood there are photos of me shirtless. Yeah. And like you can see like my rib cage.
Okay, I don't call that fit. I call that a child malnourished.
No, I wasn't malnourished though.
Oh, definitely not.
It was just I was running around so much. I was just burning everything.
For sure. Like there's like body goals I want to reach.
Yeah.
Not like aesthetically, but like strength wise.
I just want to be able to lift heavy things.
I just want to be able to lift heavy things. Like you see that desk, I want to be able to lift that by myself. I already can. But that's not the point.
It's because you're a man.
That's not the point though. I got other goals, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to run 5K and not feel winded.
I don't think I genuinely don't think I could run 5K right now. I don't think I could do
Right
it.
now, I know I can.
Yeah.
But I have to rest at least 5 times.
Yeah, probably.
So after each kilometer, I will take a break.
Just like walk out the kilometer, and then keep going.
Yeah. So like,
it's crazy.
but like, actually no. Okay, I can.
I could do a 1K. I know I could do a 1K.
I want to say I can push myself to do a full one.
Yeah.
But that's just me being an egoist.
Imagine you take off, right?
Yeah.
And then you get stoned, you get like cramps. So you're just like, I can't do
Well, I
it.
mean, it's cold outside. Of course I can get cramps. That's not a body thing. That's just nature.
Anyway,
Either way, guys,
moving on.
This is us. This is us now. Projects will be coming out, so make sure to follow our Instagrams to see my new Instagram and to continue following his.
Yeah, I'm
Instagram.
not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep using the same one. Like, that's too much
Although
work.
the reason I want to restart
Yeah.
is because algorithm.
Yeah,
The algorithm you have years of curation of a bad habit.
Yeah.
So the algorithm will probably never push you probably in front of like 200.
Yeah, I mean the other issue too is like it's just my ad. Like, can I just like
Yeah, I know.
can I just wipe my ad and then
Yeah.
make another account and then get my ad
You'd have
back?
to dissolve your account to retain that ad again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah. I don't know if you want to risk that chance though.
exactly.
Yeah, because what if you can't actually select it because it's still not gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always just audit your account
What-
and then find out. I'll explain that later.
All right. I don't have time for that. Anyway,
This is us.
yeah.
Stay tuned. This isn't the end. We're taking a hiatus. We'll be back with an update video.
We're taking a hiatus.
We're taking a
Just
hiatus.
like just like table talk for all those who know that.
We'll be back with an update video. And we'll catch you guys to the next one. Peace.
Bye.